try. It's a bit of a sad day for me because I was a Contest Kings member and they decided to leave. The main guy left due to some mental health issues, and that's never fun to hear, but I hope he takes care of himself. And I'll still be doing some giveaways here and there, even though they are not around to support them anymore. Because I always want to give away deck just to other players, hopefully, so they can buy cards and continue to enjoy the game. This video is also for the weekly challenge. We're going over Earthquake. Earthquake is non-flying monsters take 2 melee damage at the end of each round. These matches tend to go really fast, and a lot of people will use Dragon like I did. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the setup here, and then we'll just go ahead and watch the battle. I love having the red dragon. I'm glad I have him maxed out, that I got that promo card. This guy's a rewards card. This is another promo card. I teamed up with Earth here. Constant, like I like using Spirit of the Forest with red dragon. You got early turn heal, late turn heal. I just threw the Furious Chicken here to maybe take a hit on the back end if they had a sneak monster. And then it's a golden chicken, so Furious Chicken, so I get a little bit of extra deck on the battle. So we'll go ahead and watch this. He went interesting. Fire. I see people do fire. I don't know. I don't know if I love the team choice. He basically went armor, here and here. This guy's a solid card. He just used him probably for the slow and the weaken. I can kind of understand that, but he has low HP, doesn't fly. Flame Imp isn't a bad card in this scenario because he flies. He is kind of low HP though, so he's he, with two low HP mages, you're running into possible sniper issues. As you see, he lost, so it didn't work out great for him. But let's go ahead and watch the battle. He did use the legendary summoner, which means he was 1 mana less than me on. It wasn't low mana, but it wasn't very high mana. So we'll go ahead and just look at the overall battle here. Um, I immediately thought I had the advantage because he was only using one flyer, which meant he was going to lose. He didn't have armor boost for everybody. I knew things were not going to go his way. Put it on medium speed here so we can just watch this a little quicker. All the buffs go off. I mean, that damage just isn't enough. And then I heal right away. It was a good thing I had armor there, because that guy does hit pretty hard. The main factor is I hit almost as hard, and then he's going to take earthquake damage, which just wrecks him. Now all my guys get a life back. He loses his slow here. So now we're sped up a little bit more. I'm back to full health. He can ting me a little bit, but he doesn't have enough damage to take down the dragon. And it was really a pretty easy win. Um, if you if they're not going dragon team, they don't have flying. They don't have flying at all. In earthquake matches, they're usually gonna lose. That's just kind of the way the earthquake goes. This is always an interesting one here. As you can see, I'll now show you an example of when I lost. I decided to go life here, going for armor, and I really probably should have just went dragon. I don't know if I just wasn't thinking right. So I went life with oh no, wait, no, I know why I didn't go dragon. It's Little League. So he still went dragon, which let him use the mana core, which is a great card for an earthquake match without a doubt. I went life, kind of just hoping that I would speed my guys up. They would have armor. The armor would blunt some of the earthquake damage, and I could win. As you can see, that didn't work out great. You'll see here, I think one of the things that I didn't do in this match that was maybe a mistake, I shouldn't have played armor regen and speed. I should have just went for heal and slow down, because in the end, the self heal here, it was just too much. And he has two guys with 8 HP. I mean, I didn't have much of a chance here. And he did get that retaliate there, which helped him out a lot because that took away all of that guy's armor, which would have been enough to live through a couple earthquakes. And it also set him up for the earthquake to put him in a position where he's going to get killed pretty easily. So once he goes down, you know I'm in trouble. Then they land the stun, and it's pretty much over at this point because he's going to move my peacekeeper to front row. I don't get any more attacks, and I lost. And really, the key there, he had two monsters with flying. I had none with flying, so it's a very important thing. Let me see. Do I have another battle I can show you? No, because they didn't show up for this one. See, some people don't even want to play Earthquake. It can be that hard to win. Here's another Little League one where I made the right choice. So we'll go ahead and show one more battle. I'll try to go quickly through this one just so you can see it. He went Fire. Fire's not a terrible choice if they've got the mana to play this card, and normally you'd see their legendary Dragon because it flies. As you see, I comboed with Fire this time. I used the new card, which I'm glad I've already got up to level 3, and then I used these staples of the Dragon team that are low mana cost for a Little League game, and then this guy with the self heal, and then I threw in the mage just to try to compound all really high melee damage right in here with these guys. He went similar kind of setup, but without the opportunity monster, and he did get to slow me down, which gave him a little bit of a chance here. But in the end, I think my monsters were just hitting too hard. So you'll see that even though things start horribly, I get this one that right there, that one counter attack set me up for success. And it doesn't look like I'm gonna win, as I'm just getting pummeled because he had the speed advantage and all his guys went first. But it quickly turns. Basically, because now I took two of his attackers off the board by moving the ranged guys to front row. Then the earthquake comes in, all of my characters flew. So no free damage done to me. The key thing there is that he only had this guy at level 3. It's probably one of the reasons I won. If he would have been at 3 damage and dealing 2 to the back row, he would have been doing a lot more to affect my team. There we get a life back, which is important. So here he's going to take another 2. You are going to see me kind of lose a guy there, but it's not going to affect me much. And now the match is just over. It's been over for a little while. Probably should have sped it up for you guys. And so there's a couple ideas of how magic works. I mean, flying works on Earthquake. As you can see, it's very important. Your key monsters that can kind of work for you is like if you're looking at fire, so Giant Rock can work, but not in Little League. This is why fire is not as good in Little League, because on an Earthquake match, you want to use Giant Rock, and you want to use possibly this new card, Spark Pixies. And then you're obviously going to probably use the Imp Bowman because it's a solid flying card, and then the Elemental Phoenix. So these are the cards that Fire really can come out with in an Earthquake match and compete with, but they need it to be a little bit higher mana because they got a 5, a 7, a 2. They do have a self healer which works in Earthquake, so you can put him in the front row, or you can go with something else. Um, Dragon, Dragon without a doubt is the king though, because they are pretty much after some of these kind of newer cards, you're looking at Flyer, Flyer, Flyer. This one's a nice add to make them even better in Little League Earthquake matches or Little League in general, because now they've got a nice 4-cost range flying monster that you can put in the back row, which before they really only had these cards they could add in, and then they'd have to mix with the other teams. These cards are good enough to where you could mix them into any team in a Little League match and make that team really strong. And I just letting you guys know, I'm still delegating these guys away super cheap right now, but I might finally up the price. What do you think? I don't know. I've been delegating them away at like under 1% ROI, and this is a really, really powerful card, so we'll see how that goes. Um, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you're enjoying playing Splinterlands, and I hope you enjoy watching the game grow. I am really enjoying the game, and I am glad that I got this guy, and I will talk to you guys later.